G'day, welcome to Todd's Kitchen. If you're like me, you love kebabs. They're easy to make and there's just so many different flavours out there. But this one's very different, but it works. So join me today as I make my version of a bacon and bourbon chicken kebabs. Okay, so to start this off, into a bowl we're going to pour in our barbecue sauce. Now you can use any type of sauce or marinade that you like. I'm using a smoky BBQ flavoured. Okay, now to that I'm going to add in our apple cider vinegar, then our bourbon. You can use any type of bourbon, just use your favourite. And we're just going to whisk that through until it's well combined. Okay, so next I've got some bacon. Now what I've done is I've taken most of the fat off, but I've left some of it on the bacon itself, and I've just placed it into a mini food processor. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to process this until we get up to it's like a paste consistency. Okay, so now that it's more like a paste, to that we're going to add in about a teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1.5 teaspoons of brown sugar, then half a tablespoon of smoked paprika, then 1/8 of a cup of sweet paprika, and then we're going to pulse this again until it's well combined. Okay, so next I have our chicken breast here. Now what I've done is I've just cut it up into bite-sized pieces as so, and I've also patted it down with some paper towel just to get rid of that extra moisture. So onto the chicken we're going to put on our dried paprika mix, and just simply using our hands, we're going to rub it all the way through just till all the chicken is coated. Okay, so next I have some wooden skewers. Now I've had these soaking in water for about half an hour. It just helps prevent them from burning when they're on the barbecue. So grabbing a piece of chicken one at a time, we're just going to work it onto our skewer. Just until we have one nice kebab. Now we're just going to continue on until they're all done. Okay, so I've got the barbecue here on high, so all we have to do is just place our kebabs onto our barbecue. And now we're going to cook them on the first side for about, say, 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to flip them over. Okay, so it's been about 3 minutes now, so I'm just going to flip them over to the other side. And we're going to put on our first glaze of our bourbon sauce. And we're just going to let this continue cooking on this other side for another 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so it's been a couple of minutes now, so again I'm just going to turn them over, and we're going to cook it on the other side for another 1 minute, just to cook in that sauce, that bourbon sauce. And while it's on the other side, we're just going to sauce up the second side. Okay, so we're just going to turn it over once more and just cook it for 1 more minute on the side that we just glazed. Just to cook in those flavours. Okay, so now they're ready to take off the barbecue. Now optionally you can just put on a little bit more glaze, just for that extra flavour. And they're ready to serve. So they do take a bit of preparation, but in the end they're worth it. Let's give one a try, eh? Oh, now that is absolutely delicious. The chicken is cooked just right, and with the infusion of 2 different types of paprika flavours and the smoky barbecue, and you can taste that bourbon. Now I must stress, you don't have to worry about kids having this recipe because the alcohol will burn off on the barbecue. So there'll be 0 alcohol, but 100% taste. But the best thing about these bourbon barbecue kebabs is that they taste simply delish. So next time you have a barbecue, whip some up because your guests will love them. So thank you for watching this episode of Todd's Kitchen. As always, a list of ingredients down below, as well as links to my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Home Handy Hints channel, where I put up 3 new Home Handy Hints videos every single week. And please do me a massive favour by giving this video a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another delicious recipe.